Hi lovely people, welcome back to this hour of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's tutorial is going to be based on how to cut this lovely dress you're seeing on the screen. This is a net lace fabric, so I'm making use of 4 yards of this net lace fabric to cut it out. And this is a plain is just about, let me say, half yard of duchess fabric to make the neckline and the sleeve side. So this is it. I'll be folding this out like a triangle. This is 180-degree triangle flay dress. So let me fold it out for you to see the way it is before taking the necessary measurement on it. It has been folded into 4 like a triangle. You can see this is 180-degree flay. You can see, and depending on how wide you want it to be, you can make this other edge equal to the other side. But if you make them equal, it's going to short the length of the dress. So that's why I try to move it to the back a bit, then take my necessary measurement. This is cut together with the sleeve a bit, so I want to check where I can get my 18 inches for the sleeve measurement. You know, it's cut together with the sleeve, so by the time I get my 18 inches, then I'm going to join the plain to it to make it longer. So you can see this is where the 18 inches is. So this is the length of my sleeve. It's cut together with the sleeve, I told you. So after this, now the next thing I'm going to do is to take the wideness of the sleeve. That means that's the wideness of the sleeve. But before then, let me take the length first. So the length I'm seeing here is 55 inches. So the 55 inches is with the same allowance. So let me now take that round. You know, it's a flay, so we have to take it round the full length. So this is 55 inches. So from that same point, another 55 inches. So that's how you're going to take it round. And this particular one is going to have a joining. You can see when you're looking at it properly, you see that it's only 2 of these that is equal. So the other 2 is not equal. By the time I open it, you understand what I'm saying properly. So let me just take that 55 inches round the circle, then I cut it out. After that, I'll now cut out the joining to make it complete. You're going to see everything. So now I'm done with that. I'm done with the down part. The next thing here is to take the wideness of the sleeve. The wideness of the sleeve here is going to be about 8 inches. So that when we open it, that's 16 inches for the wideness of the sleeve. So that is with the same allowance. So I will now come in a bit up to like 3 inches or 4 inches. It depends on how you want it to be. Then from there, you slant it down to the full length of the dress. Like this, you can see. To the full length like this. So let me cut it out and show it to you. So this is how it's going to look like. You can see the shape. You can see the shape. So this is the down part that I've not cut out. So I want to cut out the down part as well. You can now see the shape of the down part and the shape of the upper part. You can see how it is. So the neckline, the wideness is 3.5 inches. Here is it, because it has a collar, a bishop collar, which is standing collar, and the other collar that is there. So we're going to cut the 2. Then the deepness is going to be 1.5 inches. So let me cut it out. So like this. Then I cannot open this out. Let me open this out and take the neckline for the front. So I'll just go down with 2 inches or 1.5 inches so that it will not be too down. So I'm making it 1.5 inches. So that means the neckline for the front is 3 inches while the back is 1.5 inches. That's the deepness of the neckline. You can see. So at the neckline of this front, there is a 1 slit at the front, but before then, let me complete the down part first. So I've cut the pieces to complete the down part to make it a full circle. You see it's like I see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I cut out you can see. So this is going to be at one side of the gown. I make it of 4 yards, but because this fabric is not by 60, it's not up to 60 length, so assuming we are making it of 60 length of fabric, we don't need to have joining at any side of the dress. So the way I cut this out, this end here is folded, so I have to cut it. This is the plain we are using for the sleeve. It depends on how long you want your sleeve to be. So the length of this now, as in the wideness of this, is about 34 inches. You can make it of 1 yard, you can make it of 1.5 yard, depending on how you want it to. You can see the way I'm going to pleat it around the 8 inches wideness of sleeve. So it's going to have a band as well. The band you're going to cut out is going to be the roundness of the roundness of the wrist of your client, or wherever the band is going to be. Just take the roundness, then add some inches to it. Then you also pleat this other hand to the band, and that is going to give you the style of the sleeve. So for the neckline, let me go and join the neckline and show it to you before the collar. So this is after joining the two shoulders to get the neckline. So I'm trying to take the roundness of the neckline to know our radius on our circle that I want to cut out, on our 360-degree flip that I want to cut out. So this is 16.5 inches. Yes, this is what I'm seeing, 16.5 inches here, like this. You can see this is 16.5 inches. So that is going to be our radius, and any length that I want to use for the collar, you can make it of any length, but don't let the neck to be too long. Just let it moderate. So from here, let me see if I can get my 16 inch. You know, it's going to be about 8 inches for one side, 8 inches for the other side, because it's like a twins collar. Then we're going to add a seam allowance to it, so it's going to be about 18 inches for the radius. So by the time we stitch it at both ends, we'll be left with 16.5 inches that we need. You can see. So the next thing is going to be the length. So let me check it out first. So this is 5, so that we're having 20 inches here. So I think it's okay. I can try to reduce it. You know, we're going to stitch it at 4 ends, so I think this is okay. And if it has an excess, I can easily trim it out. So I'm making it of 5 inches for the length as well. The 5 inches with the same allowance. So let me just cut it out now. So this is after cutting it out. One side is pieces and the other side is not. It depends on how you fold it. If you fold it, if you have enough fabric that you fold your 360-degree, you know, you are not going to have joining like this. But since I'm trying to minimize fabric here, that's why I have joined. So I'm still going to join it back, so you can see. So this is going for one side, and this that split into two also, I'm going to join it together, and it's going for the other side. So this is how it's going to, and this particular one is going to have a pleat. It's going to have a facing. It's going to be facing here, so I'm going to cut a facing for it. So let me go and join it. You can see the sleeve, I've done that as well. Then let me go and join it. But before then, there's a sleeve I told you that is at the front, but my client doesn't want that round sleeve. My client wants a straight sleeve, so I'm just going to slit it down a bit, then we can now join our flare on it or to it. I just go down with some inches. It's not that long, then that's all. So this is after stitching it on the neckline. You can see I've turned this with a facing, and this is where I hand it at both sides of the slit. You can see it now. This is how it's going to be. So the nice thing here is to join the standing collar that is on this area. So we're still going to take the roundness of this neckline to know our length of the standing collar. So taking that round, so this is 19 inches. You can see this is 19 inches. So this is straight cut I'm using. The straight cut here, the wideness is 4 inches, when I folded it into 2, so that is 2 inches. You can see this is 4 inches, as you can see. So after folding it into 2, I can get 2 inches. The half inch is going for the seam allowance. Then we'll be left with 1.5 inches for the standing collar. So this is 21 inches. So by the time I stitch it at both sides, I'll be left with 19 inches. So let me go and do that and show it to you. Welcome back. Here the finished work so far. This is after stitching the standing collar on the neckline, you can see. So because I've not had my button to that center, that's why it's not straight. By the time I put my button, it's going to be straight. So this is the back. By the time we iron everything out, it's going to stand well. You can see how beautiful this turns out. You can see the sleeve part that there is a pleat and the band. Here is it. This is what I'm talking about. You can see how beautiful the sleeve is. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials, and for those people that already subscribe, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always.